Good morning, guys. This is Kenzo Xtrahot Forex. So let's go straight to NASDAQ, US30, German 30, France 40, Euro USD, gold, US oil. So we have so many things, guys. We deserve something. So as it's Tuesday. So yesterday in the US there was like labor, whatever holiday. So today everything will get back to normal. You see. But we are on German 30 as we start with German 30. So guys, please don't forget to smash that subscribe button, like, share. Yeah. So what do we see here? We see that the market has been like pushing up. So I just want to see something because the market has been like this for some time. We need to clear the chart, you see. So let's start with 4-hour time frame. I just want to see if maybe there is something changed because we've been on those trend lines and support and resistance from some time now. So I need to see if maybe there's something changing because I can't just draw the lines that can just last forever. Sometimes the market has to change. So you can see here we have something. Do you see that? I also see that. So it means that it's something that we should check. I also see that the market was also doing something like this. So that also makes sense. But since we have something like this here, you can see this areas really respected. They were like resistant. Then we had this breakout. So now the market is moving above those above the resistance, which is a support now, you see. So we need to make sure that it's on our chart so that we can move very nicely with our analysis. So let's start with the drawings. Let's start with the support. You can start from here. This is the latest one that we have. Then push to your left. You can see when we push to our left, this really makes sense, guys. This really makes sense because now we having something like the market was just moving like that. Then we have something like a breakout. But when you check, actually, this is a support. Actually, this is a support from like days ago. So we should make sure that we correct that as soon as possible. So we don't want to be on the wrong side of the market. So we can make something like that. I don't know if I have this. Okay, I don't have that. Yeah, I should have that as a support. You can see that we have a very nice support, you see. So here on top, it seems like it was something like this. Do you see that? And even now it's something like that. But still we can have a very nice support like this because the market won't just create some perfect moves. So it means we also have the support on top, something like this. You see that? We can just lower that little bit and have the other one here. Then this one is the one which is going to be like a solid line. So you see this thing is like consolidating between these two, you see. Yeah, make it like that. So I think you can see that the market is actually consolidating between the two support, the support and resistance. So it means most of the time when the market reaches this area, the market is pushing lower. When it reaches this support, the market is pushing higher. Until we see that breakout is where we can say, okay, from this breakout, we're going to add, scale up another buy orders. But at the moment, you can still sell. But actually, even if the market seems to be consolidating like this, it's actually still on bullish momentum, you see. So it means we still have to consider our bullish momentum seriously, which means we just have to wait for the market to reach this area. Then we can say now it's time to buy. Reach this area, now it's time to buy. So as we do so many things, I don't want to add so much information on one thing. So we need to go to the next one, which is France 40. You see, let's go to France 40. Please, guys, don't forget to smash that subscribe button. Here it's France 40. So on France 40, I don't think maybe we have some real changes. This is a 4-hour time frame. It's 4-hour time frame. I hope you can see that. So we see that, okay, let's remove everything even here. So we can see that we have something which is quite clear. The market is actually pushing up. You can see the market is pushing up. So our job here is to wait for the market to reach the support. Let me just pause this. It's to wait for the market to reach our support. Then what do we do from there? We buy. Like here, you can see the market reached here. So even now, we're waiting for the market to reach this area before we can say we buy. So we can draw a proper line, or even if we don't draw, you already see that, you see. So we can start from here, whatever, it's fine. As long as we touch multiple, as long as we touch multiple lines here, so we know that, okay, this is a proper support line. So let's see, something like this. Yeah, something like that. So this is a proper support line, as you can see that. So what do you do after here? Obviously, there's nothing that you can do much. It means we have to wait for the market to reach this area before we can say we're pushing up. This is 4-hour time frame. You can see things very clearly. You don't have to confuse yourself, unless if the market is breaking this support and say maybe the market is going to go lower. That is fine. It means the market will be breaking the support, but we're still far from that. And remember, this is a 4-hour time frame, so we don't think about that at the moment. We're only thinking about buying. Unless the market breaks that, then we can say now we have to change the way we think about the structure. But at the moment, we don't have to do anything. Everything's still fine as that. So on France 40, it's France 40, we thinking about the market has to go a bit lower before we can say we buy. We also have some areas here, but that, when I say we don't, if the market is an uptrend, we don't really draw the support, the resistance line here. Why? Because the market will always smash those lines, so they will end up confusing you because you will be focusing on support and resistance. So when the market is pushing up, we will focus on the support. When the market is going down, we will focus on the resistance. Why? Because if the market is pushing up, it doesn't really care much about the resistance on top. That's why you see so many moves, different moves, and you can easily connect those resistance, you see. So yeah, I think maybe you understand what I'm trying to show you here. So let's go to the one that we like most, which is NASDAQ. NASDAQ is really pushing higher, and we see that later it's creating some moves where it seems to be pushing higher, sorry, going lower again. So we have something like this here. So let me just remove everything so that you can see clearly. So we see that we have this area. If we draw some, it's going to be something like that. Do you see that? So it seems like the market is creating like that. We know that it's overbought, guys. NASDAQ is overbought, but when the market is overbought, it doesn't give us the right to say the market is going to sell off. No, we still stick to the strategy. We still stick to the rules and say, you know what, the market might do that. We should think like that, but we don't have to say no, we no longer buy because the market is overbought. If the market comes here, we're still going to buy. If it breaks the area, that area again, we're still going to buy. So let's have the let's do our let's say just 2-hour time frame and do our thing. Start to draw our resistance and trend lines and see what we can get from there. So you can see this makes sense. You can see that you have something like this. Get the second one, which is not really far from this. This will help us to avoid most of the time fake breakouts. So we draw this because this makes sense. So why don't we? Because we don't have to say maybe we have a breakout and the market is retesting, because before we had something like this, so it's like the market is retesting. But when you check, actually when you connect, they all make sense. So it means the market is not breaking anything there. It's just like that. So here you can see, before I even connect, you can see 1, 2, 3. Let's try to connect them. They do something like that. That's how we should do. We should draw our lines like that. Let's do that. Yeah, these are the higher highs, guys, which is we used to call them overbought. But if the market is still respecting what we draw here, it's fine. There's nothing that we can do. We can't say we no longer buy NASDAQ because the market is overbought. What we can do is we must be like careful. But what I like is you always use proper risk management. You'll never go wrong, guys. You can lose whatever that you lose, but you're not going to cry after that because you're risking a very nice amount that you know, okay, this is the amount that I'm supposed to lose. So you can see when the market reaches this area, just goes lower. So even here, the market touched here, the market maybe it's about to go low. It means since this is an uptrend, I'm just waiting for the market to reach this area. You can see when the market touches this lines here, they just run. Touches this line, run away, touch, run. So we're waiting for something like that. Then we will see some nice moves. Or if the market breaks above here, then we say above this area we can buy, or maybe we can wait for a retest and we can also buy again. Or else maybe the market will break this area, come down, break this area. Maybe we have a retest or we don't have a retest. Maybe we'll see a sell-off. So where if maybe we have something like that, if that happens, what will be our support, our strongest support? So we need to check that. We need to check that. Where can so it means our support is going to be like where it was our resistance before. You can see that this area like 15,200 can be a area where the market can respect, or maybe this area around 14,200 if the market is going to keep going lower, you see. But if it doesn't do that, it means maybe the market can keep going high, or maybe we will see some consolidation before we can say the market is going to do it. But you know what? We have to wait for the market to give us some nice structure. Already we have a structure. It means the market, if it reaches this area, it's where we need to buy. If not, it means we will see the market creating those. I just want to zoom this. We will see the market creating some consolidation. But at the moment, remember, this is a 4-hour time frame. So this is a bigger structure. So which makes sense that the market can still create something like that before we see another push high or maybe push low. So at the moment we are still up between the support and resistance. So there's nothing much we can do. We're just waiting for the market to reach the support before we can buy, you see. So let's go straight to US30. While we are doing this, guys, please, you know what, you can it's your job to watch, go analyze on your chart, compare. Also don't forget to smash the subscribe button. So what is happening here is what we were just talking about on US30 or on NASDAQ 100. These moves, they are quite similar. If you see that, because now even NASDAQ, it's having something like this where the market is just creating something like that. It means after this, guys, I don't know when we will see some breakouts going up or maybe going lower, but we have the support here. If it breaks up, we will see some new highs again, you see, because the market has been like playing around since last week on this area. But it's not like it's a very small area, because this is a 4-hour time frame. So it means these are the bigger candlesticks. You can lose much if you play around these bigger candlesticks. So it means we can also play with them. When the market reaches here, we can still buy. When it reaches here, you can still sell, something like this. So why? Because the market is just consolidating or ranging. So but sometimes if this happen on a smaller time frame, it's where you can avoid that, because you will mostly lose when the market just goes up and down. It's like the market doesn't have a very nice direction. The market is still there. the market is still deciding what it can do. You can see this. So it means there's so many candlesticks, but as long as maybe you get the market here, here, and here, it's where you're going to make enough money. So it means at the moment, it seems like the market is trying to go lower. It means we can wait for the market to reach this area, then we can say we buy. Here it sells, so it's like this structure have so many cells, but on the buy side, the market once touches this area, just runs away. You can see how strong it is, you see. So even at the moment, or we don't have a very nice structure to buy or to sell at the moment. We just have to wait for the market to reach these zones before we take action. But beside that, we just need to wait. It's still early, guys. It's, whether it's Tuesday, Wednesday, or Monday, as long as the market doesn't give you the nice structure that you have that you want, then it's where you're going to say no. I'm just going to wait. So this is gold. So gold is creating some nice moves, and we see that it's like retested again on that breakout. You see, we had this resistance, now we had a breakout. Now the market retested here. It means the market can still shoot higher, you see. But the structure can also be like this. We can say, okay, maybe the market is creating something like this. So maybe the market will do something like this, then break out, create something like that, break out. When we draw, we will find something like this, something like that, you see. I hope you see that, guys. It's similar to here, where the market will do something, break, 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 something like that. So that's what I see at the moment. It means around this area, we should have a nice trade. We should have a nice trade. Unfortunately, at the moment, I'm still with you. I'm doing the analysis. It means I will just wait a little bit before I finish the video, then I will send the signal to my premium members in the group, you see. So yeah, that's what I see on gold. I think it's still going to push up if it doesn't break this resistance. But this resistance at the moment, it's a support. It means if it comes back, we will see the market respecting this and pushing lower, you see. But at the moment, I think maybe it's still going to push up. I think at the time I finish this video, I think it will be late. Let me just send the signal. The entry, I'll just do a pending buy pending order, stop loss, then take profit, something like that. So let me just send the signal now before it can even move away. So let me just post the video. Yeah, okay, I'm done sending the signal. So I think maybe gold will push higher from this area. Why? Because we have this area which gold respected. So I think that can be a good thing. So yeah, I think maybe I hope I managed to cover everything. So let's go straight to, I think it's US oil before we go to Euro USD. So US oil, let's see what's happening on Euro US oil. So it seems like Euro US oil is also on the support level. It's also on the support level. Let's see that. Yeah, I think I was supposed to remove this, but they still make sense. They still make sense. Let me remove this. Yeah, so let's see here. So what we see here is, let me just change the time frame to 2 hours. So I just want you to see exactly what's really happening here. So what I see is, we see that, okay, we had a very nice a support, and the market is like back there again. Let me do this. The market is like back there again. So we had a very nice, serious, very strong support there. So what do we see? We see that, okay, look at these areas where the market was just respecting. So these guys, they started with the notification. So you can see that, okay, the market was just respecting that, but we have this crazy move here. So that changed the structure. This is a breakout actually. or we can just say call it a fake breakout. But can't we connect this new breakout with our current lower higher lows? So we should do that and see if maybe we can get something very nicely. Let me delete this. You don't have to be lazy, guys. If you think maybe it's time to change that. You see it here? I think if I try to connect that with this, I think that will make sense. Do you see that? So we don't have to force the market to come here and break this area and say just because it's where the market was moving, it has to be there. No, we have to be like really flexible, then try to do things the right way. You see that? Yeah, I see something like that. I hope you also see the same thing, guys. Or maybe some that will be saying, Kenzo, I also saw something like this. Yeah, I also saw something like this, which also makes sense because it means that was a breakout. You can see the market was respecting this. Now a breakout, now the breakout came here again. Then the market is continuing with a new uptrend. It means you can still start your new uptrend from this area and say, okay, maybe my new uptrend is starting from there. It's also fine, but what we see is even if we try to connect this one here and the other ones, they all make sense, which is why I'm now drawing the new one like this, you see. So this is going to be our new trend line. You can see it's going to be our new trend line. So, and it's very easy. Yeah, it's very easy to identify. I think here also I was supposed to send the signal. So yeah, I think I'm supposed to send a signal here. So I need to pause the video, or maybe I'll just finish up, then I will just send the signal after. But it seems like mostly when the market reaches this area, the market will just run away from this area. So let me just not post the video anymore. I'll just finish up. I'll just make sure I send the signal very quick. Why? Because the market is respecting what we do. Just what I've drawn here, the market is respecting that. Unless if the market is breaking this area, we can say now the market is on a downtrend, you see. But at the moment, we're still on a very nice support level, which is telling us to buy, you see. What we see here is to buy, so it means we need to buy here. Then the market can push higher, you see. So let's go straight to Euro USD. Let me just pause here, then I'll send the signal now. Yeah, so now let's go straight to US30. Sorry, Euro USD. Euro USD, everything which, okay, let's see, because I think we had this yesterday. You can see this was making some very real sense here, but it seemed like the market is breaking that support. So what do we see, guys? We see that we had this very nice uptrend. This is a very strong, powerful uptrend that you can see. So is this breaking, or maybe it's creating something like this? We don't know. So it means when the market is like between this support zone there, we need to chill and see what will happen, because we don't know what will happen actually. I just want to show you that. But again, we have something like this, which shows us this might be, you can see this area here. That might be a support again. It might be a support area that we need to also check, because if we can say the market is just breaking the support, we might say, okay, now maybe it's time to find out that the market was respecting this area. So we need to see if we see a very strong bearish momentum, or maybe the market will then reject. If the market is rejecting the area, if the market is rejecting this zone here and respecting, it means when it goes up again, we're going to do what? To buy. Why? Because it means that the market is respecting our support level, you see. But if that is not respected, it's where we're going to see the market trying to push lower. And when we check maybe the drawings here, maybe the support level, we'll see, okay, that level is no longer respected. It's our time to do what? To sell. But at the moment, we don't have to sell. We just need to check this, like zoom very clearly, because I think soon we're going to have some breakouts here or maybe some pushback. So if you stay away for longer, I think you're going to miss this opportunity. So it's very nice just to wait for the market to show you the nice direction actually. So please guys, don't forget to smash that subscribe button. This is Kenzo. If you want to be in the group, obviously you saw the contacts, or if you not, check my description, you will find everything that you want. If you want to just check my description, you will find some copy trading, some telegrams that you can talk to me there. Everything is there. Just talk to me guys. This is Kenzo. Don't forget to smash that subscribe button. Bye.